It's your boy, Big Kelv, still repping that 7-day genetics, and y'all know how I do it. I work out 7 days. 7 days. Now back to my segment that I call The Real Truth, in which I talk about things that are important to me. And what I want to talk about today is how people need to learn to educate themselves and to educate their children. Now, the truth of the matter is, with people not knowing how to educate themselves, how could they ever know how to educate their children? I mean, you think about it. People walk around in life expecting not to have to raise their children because they expect once their child goes to preschool, kindergarten, first grade, that the teacher is supposed to educate their children and they're not supposed to do anything. Proper etiquette, the way you conduct yourself, is supposed to be given to those children long before they walk into a classroom. Do your job, but you in turn need to be educated before you start having children, because you need to make sure that you don't rub off on them the wrong way. A poor education is not an excuse to imprint poorly on your children, who in turn will imprint on the world with their poor attitudes and activities. You look at a child who's troubled. Typically, you can look at their parents and you can say, oh, okay, I see where it's coming from, because they're dumbasses. And their child has no option but to be a dumbass. But in the end, you do still have some kids whose parents are good, but they just end up being this way. But generally, the case is, kids are a product of their environment. They have a shitty environment, they become shitty. That's it. So parents, when you know you're going to have kids, read some books, educate yourself, learn some facts. Be able to give your kids something that they can take into the future with them that will be of benefit to them. When you're out here fighting in the streets and acting like a dumbass, what are you giving your kids? What hope are you giving them? What hope for the future? What do they have? They have you as a role model, and you're a piece of shit. You have to stop carrying on this process, this cycle in which your children are just like you. My mother used to always tell me, it's a parent's job to make their children better than they are. And that's it. You want your kids to be smarter than you. You want them to be stronger than you. You want them to be more educated than you. You want the best for them. So you have to push them harder. Each generation should be better and better. Only problem is we're degrading. We need to start educating ourselves. We need to make sure our children are educated properly. We need to tell them how to protect themselves. And if we don't understand, how can we? These kids go to school every day. These parents don't check in on them. Don't see why they gotta have a C in this class or a D in this class. Hell, even a B minus. You should be checking on that. Trying to understand why my child is getting the grades that they're getting. But these parents aren't even educated enough to even go in and ask the questions. They just accept it. Oh, that teacher went to school, must know what they doing. Yo, dumbass need to get in there and start asking the questions. But that's right, you're not educated, so how could you? Get your mind right. Make sure your kids' minds are right, so when they go out into this world, they don't become target practice for the police. Also, if you have any common sense, you would know that the prison industrial complex, these prisons get paid to house your kids that fuck up to a certain point that they have to be in prison. They want them there. Some of you may have not noticed, but the prisons are suing states and the government based off the fact that they're not getting enough bodies in their facilities. What? So they're saying that the possibility of the crime rate going down is meaning that they're having less bodies, and they're arguing and they're suing for this because they want your children there. Parents, it's time to get your shit together and get your goddamn kids together. It's no one else's job to do. But anyways, it's your boy, Big Kelv. Like what you heard? go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not typed to subscribe, that's cool too. Just watch my damn videos and make sure you're signed in when you do. Also, if you have an idea for an upcoming video, go ahead and post it in the comments below, and if I agree and it's something that bothers me like it bothers you, I'll make a video about it. But if not, then I won't, and I hope you don't feel a certain way about it, because I will not. Sorry. But anyways, it's your boy, Big Kelv. And as usual, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.